I'm saying when I'm sober, I'll make that judgment call.
All right.
Welcome to the Nerdentials podcast, starring your hosts, Joe Tweedy, Matthew Johnson, Nick Thomas, and Lynn Dudgeon.
Welcome to Nerdentials. Way to burn the intro.
Wait. No intro. Wait. No.
Okay, hold on.
Hold up.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
Take two. What's going on,
I
Matthew?
mean, let's go.
No, I was gonna do my famous line. Wait, we're recording?
Well, you did, pretty much. You still interrupted my intro. This is it's all good. We haven't ended the year yet. It's still 2018.
Yeah,
So,
take it. Yeah, good job, man.
Yeah, clap your hands, everyone. All right, let's jump into this, guys, shall we?
Okay,
Things
fine.
are recording steadily. Nothing's glitching. Let's do it.
Word.
It's not cold, is it? Can I dip my toes in first?
Is it cold? Is it cold outside?
I don't know. Why don't you guys all go outside while I open up the damn show?
It is a bit cold outside. You can go outside on my place.
Okay.
I know that it's a full moon tonight.
Then this should be quite a rowdy final episode of 2018.
What is another full moon?
Hey,
Can you feel it coming?
there's still another weekend before.
Matthew, we'll see how that turns out.
Whoa.
Okay, let's wait and see.
Oh, hey, by the way,
Do I have to come in the air?
Matt, Joe, I just want you guys to know, I will be up there and I will be visiting you on Christmas. No, probably not. But I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up in the area. If you guys want to get together, we'll be up there Christmas all the way
Way to
through
crush my dreams,
through Thursday.
Dick.
Way to drop the news on the intro of this damn episode.
You're welcome, bitches.
Guys, you've heard me
don't
be
wanna
saucy
see you
before. You've heard me be saucy before when I'm buzzed. You just wait. Here comes one of the best episodes of the year. All right. That being said, guys, welcome to Nerdentials, your weekly dose of the nerdy essentials covering film, TV, video games, and comic books. Yes, I am delivering this at lightning fast speed so that Matthew, even the great Matthew Johnson, cannot interrupt me. Here we go. We are your hosts. I know he tried. I am your host, Joe Tweeden, and today, guys, joining me across the way over here is the Nick Thomas.
Thank you.
Down below me is the Lynn Dudgeon.
Hey, guys.
And my wonderful, red-headed, bearded ginger himself.
Yes.
The great, never-interrupting Matthew Johnson.
Indeed.
He is the boldly
Ginger
bearded.
Santa.
Whoa. Guys, you're all on one track. You guys can't talk over each other. And that's just too much for me to try to edit.
I love you.
I love you too. Now that we've had that sentimental moment, let's move on into the episode. Guys, this is episode 51, traditionally saved for the penultimate podcast episode of a 1 year for most podcasts, but we have gone at a slower pace while Lynn gives you an epileptic seizure. With his webcam, all you listeners out there.
I think he's doing like a earthquake test.
For all you guys at home not watching the YouTube channel, guys, go to YouTube and see what we're talking about. That's right.
Don't and miss out.
You could miss out or take a risk. Your choice.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on him shaking it.
Yeah, hey.
That was a webcam.
That's
a webcam Nick is talking. Sorry, Lynn, I talked right over you.
That sounded loaded.
Whatever.
Guys, let's keep this under PG-13 at least until the halfway mark. Then,
Well, nobody's dropped the F-bomb.
And if we're keeping it under PG-13, I call the one nip slip.
No. No. The nip
Come
slip
on,
is
man.
PG-13. I told you guys this during the Pokemon Detective rant.
Indeed you did, sir. Indeed you did.
Anyway, as I pour my third glass for the night.
Looks like he's peeing into a cup.
Looks like, or you hear it.
He would have to be
'cause-
looking a lot closer.
Things you gotta get. Things you have to do while driving a truck for $100.
Things you have to visualize while listening to the podcast and not watching the YouTube video.
For $500.
The things we could create in that category of Jeopardy, huh? All right, well, guys, let's.
Bring
Whoa!
it down.
Don't touch me there.
That's my no-no square.
Hey, guys, I'm open to crazy shenanigans tonight because we know it's gonna happen. But let's build a little bit of structure for people to kind of grasp where we're going first, and then
Don't come for the structure.
Happy
I'm
birthday.
saying- all I'm saying is let's give newcomers at least 10 minutes of structure. Then they can go off,
newcomer.
and the rest of our listeners will keep watching.
New cup, move down.
See, I've dropped the first F-bomb of the night. You guys can already tell I'm a little sauced.
It all depends on if he's
I was keeping it PG-13. That's your bad.
No, no,
What?
PG-13, one
They're allowed
F-bomb.
one.
We're allowed one.
But
That's
you
the whole
used
one
our
for the episode.
You used our one for the night, so we are proverbially screwed. There we go. You know what I'm saying.
I'm tracking.
I'm tracking what you're throwing down.
Okay,
Tracking
well,
what you're throwing down. Wait.
now you're mumbling. Now you're
Show me what you're
stumbling.
working with.
Oh, I'll whip it out. Oh,
Pick
wait,
up
we
what
can't.
you're throwing
Because you already
down.
dropped the bomb.
No, well, unless you're whipping out some side
the mic.
boob, yeah, we can't.
It will be tasteful. My side boob. It will be very tasteful. Alright, we doing movies, games, or TV shows first?
So, this is our year in review episode, and we've tried to simplify it a little bit by picking our top 3 from our, well, let's be honest, our 4 topics that we list at the intro of every episode. Now, granted, only one of us was faithful to that, and I will give props to Nick, who included some comic book picks that the rest of us were not able to indulge in.
You didn't.
Lynn, are you offended right now, Lynn?
You did not post in the Discord that we need to do comic books. Because if you did, I would have got my comic book. I would.
Okay, well,
I made it a freaking list,
Hey,
and there would have been comic books on
Lynn,
this damn list.
Lynn, we're gonna do
You
comic.
would have said comic
no,
books.
hold on.
Discord. It's
Well,
a little, it's a little late.
okay.
We're gonna
Okay,
do comic
well,
books last.
hold on.
So look it up.
Hold on, Nick, hold on.
No, my feelings.
Hold on. That being said, since you have faithfully plugged our Discord, guys, links down in the description. Join the conversation. Join our Discord. It's open to the public. Thank you, Lynn, for that shameless plug. In regards to the list, in regards to the list, I am so sorry.
I didn't know
was
we were
not-
doing ASMR.
It it was not required. Lynn, it was not required. I never made it required. I'm so sorry that Nick's an overachiever.
Joe didn't post it in the Discord.
I'm very sorry that I didn't post in the Discord. Anyway, now that we've appeased the ASMR fans,
No.
okay, before this becomes nothing but a half hour of complete ear fury, there's the third bleep of the night. 2018 year in review. We're going to kick things off. Literally, no news this week. We're having a lot of fun. This episode hopefully go up the day before Christmas or the day of. I know that's Christmas Eve. So that being said, guys, Merry Christmas to those that celebrate.
Feliz Navidad. Happy Kwanzaa.
You guys, come on, go ahead. Wish everyone a happy holiday.
Happy Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa to you.
Whoa, that was creative.
And very, very PC.
I don't know if that was PC. That sounded like self-created. It was very like, what was that?
Well, he tried to cover everybody.
I know he did.
It was all inclusive.
It was very interesting. I appreciate that, Lynn.
Yes. From the Nerdentials family to all of you, we'd like to wish you Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
And on the screen, as you can see, I have my ho, and ho.
Fair enough.
God. Okay.
Fair enough.
Touche.
And this is Nick, and I'm out.
Oh.
I'm joking.
I would drop my mic, but I paid way too much for this.
Same here.
Hold on, I'll drop my.
Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
Anyways,
Bye, Lynn.
so there is a couple of things that was news worth mentioning.
Well, hold up. Do you wanna have a brief conversation about this?
No,
That's
it's
newsworthy. You just want to mention it.
Oh,
I just want to mention it.
Get brief sound.
Oh, hold up, Lynn.
So
Hold up.
there's
All right.
2 movies that just dropped.
Movies
Aquaman.
or trailers?
Movies.
He's talking about movies.
Aquaman and Bumblebee. I think Bumblebee is going to take the rest of 2018.
I think Aquaman's going to.
I think that's a really interesting debate that we could choose to have, or we could move on.
I think Aquaman is DC.
No, guys, I respect.
Right.
I respect both your opinions. Like, okay, here's the quick
I
short
love
of it.
DC.
Hold on,
DC
Matthew Lindnick. Here's the quick short of it. Aquaman is selling hotcakes over in China right now. For some reason, certain films do amazingly well overseas, specifically in China, and Aquaman has already grossed $200 million, and technically, officially, it's not even out yet. I don't know for box office numbers and projections, I don't know how they're going to calculate it, because right now the studio had a deal with Amazon Prime users that they could go a few days early to watch it. So, like, what I'm saying, hold on. Go ahead, Matthew, what?
I was going to say, they don't count those ticket sales as part of the...
I know, but what's going to be interesting, though, is that it's still going to be added to the total after the movie comes out of theaters. So, like, when you say, oh, James Cameron's Avatar grossed $2 billion in the box office, that's the end result of the total time in theaters that it lasted. So what I'm saying is they're not going to count it for opening weekend because, like, when they do records, when they do movie box office records, they calculate the opening official weekend. Yeah. They don't calculate early release crap typically. What I'm saying is, okay, opening release maybe not going to be as good, but total outcome when the movie is done, who knows? That's kind of up in the air because right now, Aquaman's at $200 million. Bumblebee, directed by Steven S. DeKnight. I apologize, nerds, if I got that wrong, but it is a Mr. DeKnight. It's not Michael Bay, and he did 2 things that completely shifted Transformers. He appeased G1 fans, I'm talking 80s hardcore Generation 1 Autobots fans, and he delivered a very heartwarming robot and human heartwarming story. So like the guy converged two huge things that Michael Bay could only explain through the ejaculation of atomic bombs. Am I right? I'm using colorful language because I'm buzzed, and we already broke the PG-13 rating on this episode. Sorry,
And
Matthew.
the other thing, just watching some reviews going into it before I ever get to watch it, he included something that hasn't been in the other movies yet: the triple changers.
Okay, well, this is not a in-depth Bumblebee review episode, nor is it a nostalgic kickback of Transformers. Thank you for that small detail, Nick. It would mean more if we were going to dive in deeper. But I just wanted to throw that out there, guys. Right now, in my opinion, Bumblebee and Aquaman are kind of like, there goes Lynn. He's diving into the water. But right now, those two films are out at the same time. I feel like, unfortunately, to the chagrin of my DC fandom, that Aquaman is doing good, but it is competing, unfortunately, against the Transformers, I would say, reincarnation. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, the issue I'm thinking is they're both franchises that have had a stigma because the last movies that they've released, the last two in general, have been utter crap.
Not according to certain fans, like certain Matthew Johnson here, but critically and majorly, I would say that's an accurate statement, Nicholas. You could see the little cringy look on Matt's face when you said that.
He still loves me.
He also understands after I explained what you said that I agree with both of you. Whoa. I talked over you, Matthew. What?
I said, and deleting him off of Facebook now.
No, screw the Facebook. I'm deleting them off of MySpace.
I'm actually still very active on MySpace. Don't you dare.
This is why I'm doing it. For shame.
Anyone under the
I'm
age...
friends with Tom. Wait.
Anyone under the age of 20, we apologize if you don't get it.
I'm friends with Tom on Facebook.
My page is lit and the music is off the chain.
Okay, moving on from
Oh, dang.
outdated
Bet you spent
social
48
media.
hours on your coding for your page.
Dude, no. I went to go buy alcohol today and my freaking Blockbusters card fell out of my wallet and they're like, hey, I don't need ID.
Sorry, my laughter was exaggerated, but
Yeah.
it was warranted. It was warranted. Come on, that was funny, Nick. Thank you for that.
It's alright. I stuck a Hollywood video card.
Okay, holy I hope our audience is okay with minimal editing because I don't think I don't really want to cut much out, but I do want to get us back on track.
There was a track.
Yeah, 2018 year in review. That was the track we're sort of adhering
Try.
to.
We're still reviewing.
No, we're not. We're not.
Well, we had to regress back to when Buster was still a thing. Now we're working our way forward. It's a slow burn.
Thank you, Lynn. That was accurate. You made a good assessment of our psychological stance. After Nick gave us a little bit of a nostalgic binge, initially I said we're doing our 2018 year in review, our top 3 picks from each category, and somewhere...
I apologize.
No, you're fine. Somewhere in there, you're like, there's 2 exceptions, and then you started going on about 2 movies that literally just came out the week we're recording this. That we can't, none of us can talk about them yet because they're that new.
Not yet.
Contextually to our year in review. Now, if we had waited like our slow ass selves did in 2017, where we waited till like end of January to do our 2017 review at the end of January of this year. That's what we did.
Yes.
We waited till January of this year to review 2017. And we are on a more consistent basis, so we're like, hey, now that we're trying to get back to weekly, let's go ahead and review the year before the year is actually over.
Nerd news and booze.
No.
We're reviewing the year before, so
Cheers.
2017. I'm confused.
Well,
I made it to the 18 list, not 2017 list.
Okay, let's pull this train back on its tracks, even though it was never completely on them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna derail it from here on out.
So guys, listeners, friends, family, hopefully not family, I guess, because we're anyway, guys, we're talking movies, we're talking video games, we're talking comic books, we're talking television. We decided not to.
Joe dropped the F-bomb.
That too. We decided not to destroy you guys with a top 10 list, because then we'd be back where we were last year, where we had 3 separate podcasts dedicated to each one. No, we're going to simplify it. We're going to keep it in one show. And we decided...
I could do 10.
Well, Lynn?
I could totally do 10 if we need to.
I think we can do honorable mentions.
We're doing 3.
Towards the end.
3. We're doing 3.
But we're going to stick with 3. While Deadpool peeks over my shoulder...
That's hot.
Guys, let's hit up the first one. Let's go. Guys, we're now in an ASMR video. And I just wanted to make it perfectly clear that this is now TV talk.
So I gotta go first, TV talk?
Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Welcome to the TV section of our top picks of 2018. Lynn, you seem pretty boisterously excited. Let's toss it down to you. What are your top 3, in no particular order, of 2018 for TV? That includes streaming.
No, it is nothing. I didn't watch any new stuff for this year.
Well,
I win.
we knew that was coming, guys. We knew that was coming. Okay. So,
Wait.
Seriously, nothing that you could pinpoint?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of reruns and reviews of old stuff.
Okay.
But nothing. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we're going to move on from one interesting host onto another. Matthew looks like he needs a little more time.
No, I can go.
Okay, Matthew Johnson, what is your top 3 picks for TV of 2018?
Number 3.
Ooh, a particular order. Okay.
I don't have a number 3. I have number 2 and number 1.
Oh, shit. Okay, here we go.
Oh, wait, no. I'll make a number 3.
Okay, well,
Titans.
I don't know if I want you to make it number 3, Matthew. Give us your top 3, bro. Give us your top 3.
Number 3, Titans.
Ooh. All right.
Number 2.
But that's only because he hasn't seen the finale.
This is true. It might move up to number 1. Number 2, Sabrina.
Oh, shit. So now you have a number 1?
Number 1, Riverdale.
Dang it, Matthew. Can we... Wait, hold up. Quick question. Has it hit the mid-season break?
Yeah.
So you're going to go out on a limb and call out the first half of a season being your number 1? Damn it.
It's good.
All right. I really need to catch up. Hashtag side note, the producers have confirmed there will be a Sabrina, a Greendale, Riverdale crossover at some point. So hashtag call me stoked. Do you have any side comments you want to make before we move on about any of those shows? Like any remarks?
If the trailer for Titans kind of threw you for a loop and made you not want to watch it, take that trailer and push it to the side. I thank Joe for telling me that I should go check it out. I checked it out. It's good.
Hashtag truth. Anything else, Matthew, on the other shows? Like remarks.
Sabrina, I could see possibly going into number 1, but where it stands right now, Riverdale itself is holding the top spot because it's pulling on all sorts of strings.
I thought you were going to say heartstrings.
Heartstrings, strings, whatever.
Emotional notes.
Yes.
Inner strings.
You kind of feel like you're bipolar at some point.
Yeah, the CW will do that.
Yeah, that too.
So you're good, Matthew? That's it? That's your top picks?
Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
All right.
He is.
I'm going to throw, with Lynn's approval, I'm just kidding. I'm going to throw Nicholas up next. Nicholas, give us your top 3 picks of 2018 for TV.
For comic books.
TV.
Well, I'm going to say this.
TV.
I'm going to say this right off the bat before I say them. All 3 of mine were actually a pleasant surprise for myself. Netflix knocked it out of the park this year. And all 3 of mine are Netflix titles.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Original content.
My first show for 2018, a Netflix original. Daredevil. Season 3.
Whoa, wait. You're all caught up on Daredevil?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Loved it. It's by far the best out of all the Netflix Marvel shows.
Netflix?
They went above and beyond. They brought back a character that I loved. They went into the tormented side of the main character, and they made me fall in love with it again.
I'm excited to catch up with you, Nick, because I'm about jumping into season 2 right now.
But then, like, quite literally, I finished the last episode, and the next day they broke the news that they canceled the next season. So it, like, disheartened everything I just watched. And I'm like, damn it.
That was the sound.
So you're like,
That was the sound of Nick's hope deflating.
this is true.
Next one, another Netflix original, brought back some nostalgia from my childhood. Lost in Space.
Oh my god, did that come out this year?
It did, sir.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god, that was so good.
All I heard.
Are they already on season 2?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Well, for what?
it's not it.
They're making it right now. They are making it.
On episode 2, season 1.
And actually, my last one is another Netflix. I didn't start this till this year, actually, and I binge watched all of them in the last month, and I fell in love with it, and it was very intriguing and heart-wrenching and disgusting.
Whoa.
Disgusting?
Disgusting.
Fuller how?
Rap.
Neither of those. What?
It made me hate humans in general. 13 Reasons Why.
Full.
The second season.
Yeah. People are horrible and disgusting, and it shined a light on it. And it was, but it was very compelling story, and I couldn't get away from it.
That's another honorable mention for me.
Yeah, same here.
My wife doesn't like those type of things, and she sat down, like, just walked by one day while I was watching one, and she started watching the crap out of them.
Now you're gonna make me look up another Netflix show.
Damn, dude. Okay, you know what? On a side note, going into 2019, guys, we need to start making notes early in the year so that we can remember all the amazing shows that do come out. Because things that come out in March and April and May, we forget about them come fall.
Like my 2 last shows that I picked?
So,
yes, but
future Joe, while doing this, make that jump. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Nick, any final remarks on those picks that you want to make?
On those, no, they're great picks, but I do have an honorable mention, actually, if you're okay with that.
I am fine.
Or do you want me to wait for it?
No, go ahead and throw it out now, because this is your time.
It was a show that you pointed out to me.
Ooh.
And I started watching it, and the first 3 episodes were just slow as hell, and I couldn't get into it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it one more try. Got to 4th episode, and it all just clicked with me. Ooh. And I couldn't put it down until I was done with all the episodes they had, and I waited patiently for them to come out.
Stop teasing me. What is this?
Travelers.
Oh, my God. Oh. Yes. Wait. Oh, so that's an honorable mention, but just so you know, that's it airs live during the fall, and then they have I think it's you can pull my nerd card guys out there listening, but it's Stars or Showtime. I think it's Showtime. It airs live during the fall, like October, November, and then in December of that year, all the episodes drop on Netflix. The reason I say that is because season 3 should be dropping now or next week. Should be dropping this December. So you got late to season 2 because season 2 technically dropped December 2017. Not calling you out because it dropped on Netflix at the very end of 2017 as far as season 2 goes. So there's 2 seasons out. Season 3 was confirmed earlier this summer and should be dropping like now. I am like dying to see season 3. Sorry if that made things awkward.
It's fine. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
You know what would have been on my list? If it got announced or even released this year like it was supposed to?
Do tell.
Season 4 of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
Okay. My top picks. Guys, the first half of 2018 is such a blur, and that's not because of alcohol. That's because we are really not good. No, we're not good stewards of note taking this year. 2019.
That's too many beers ago.
2019 we'll do better. That being said, guys, my man, we haven't even gotten to the other categories. We're all still on TV. Okay, my quick picks, top picks 2018 for TV, personally. Guys, I'm just going to give quick spiels on these, okay? And I'm
to number 5. Oh.
That's 5 in Spanish. I did not pick 5, Matthew.
Trace.
Making sure you're all aware of that. Okay. Okay. I'm basing these on pure enjoyment. Okay, here's my top picks. Starting with number 3. This comes to light because previous Nerdentials member here mentioned it, and I remembered how amazing it was. So for number 3 for me is going to be Netflix original series Lost in Space. My only remarks on it is I love the darker, more authentic direction they took. I understand classic fans of the... What do you call that? No words from you guys. All right. Well,
classic. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Compared to the
Jockey
original,
show?
The original.
the original being a little more
Campy.
campy. That's the word, campy. This one steered away from that, and it didn't upset me. And I really liked what they did with it, and I look forward to seeing what they do with season 2. My number 2, my number 2 pick, guys, is gonna be The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina from Netflix. 2 out of my 3 are Netflix original shows, and the reason Sabrina hits its marks, guys, go back to episode 50 and listen to my overall spiel that I gave the other guys. For like my
Was I there for
no,
episode 50?
no, I don't. Okay, let's keep moving on. I don't recall, Matthew. I'm not sure about that. It was a little. Anyway.
Too
Oh
many
no
beers ago.
no! It was just me, Lynn, and Nick, and then
Oh yeah.
after the first episode, Lynn had to bounce, and then it was just me and Nick, and then I gave Nick my spiel on Sabrina and The Haunting of Hill House.
I got you.
That might have been 2 episodes ago. Let's not. We're getting off on the rails again. Let's come back. Here we go.
What's your number 1?
I had remarks to say about Sabrina. Hold on. They were going to be brief.
Sabrina, the Teenage Witch.
No.
That's all you have to know.
Damn it. There's bleep number 7 or 6. I don't know.
It's actually 8.
Are you keeping track? Yeah. You got the fuck counter going?
We now need to have a scrolling number in the bottom corner. Do it.
I don't know if I have an animation for that, but we'll put the subtitle number up.
10.
Noise. Anyway.
26.
Anyway, that's a Kevin Smith reference. Thank you.
Dog,
Jay and
dog,
Silent
dog,
Bob
dog,
Strike
dog,
Back. That's going to be a lot of bleeps and all in a very quick succession.
Or spring.
I don't know for that one. I don't know. Bleeps or springs. Anyway.
Or like all of them, like bing dong ching dong dong bong bing.
Little drill sounds and metal hammers and all that. Anyway.
Random ass noises.
Sabrina. It's my number 2 because I just absolutely fell in love with the character portrayals. Kierna Shipka, who portrays Sabrina, was different from Melissa Joan Hart, but I loved her innocent yet dark portrayal of it. It was incredible. That was, for me, it was a 10 out of 10 for this year. Can't wait for the springtime for season 2 because they recorded season 1 and 2 back to back because Netflix already knew what they had on their hands, you know? And also it comes from the producer Greg Berlanti, who works in the Arrowverse. And he's used to 20 episode CW shows, so it makes sense that him being one of the producers, that Sabrina would have been a 20 episode show with Greg Berlanti helping produce, you know. Guys, my number 1 pick for the year, after having watched the season finale the day of this recording, it's the DC Universe's original show, Titans. Titans climbed to number 1 for a couple reasons, and we'll do a full review. A couple of us will do a full review with spoilers later this week. But to be as vague as possible, it hit my number one because when it comes to TV shows, the DC or I guess Warner Brothers, who owns whatever, they are not afraid to make really bold choices for the fan base out of fear of not connecting with the casual public. And to continue staying vague, the reason, like, the examples I will throw out there is Warner Brothers was perfectly fine with putting out a movie in theaters called Teen Titans Go, and they were perfectly fine with releasing a TV series based on the same property, only for adults, at literally the same time. And yes, that's for all you DC Universe fans, because the Titan show is rated R. And Teen Titans Go is super meta and super for family and friends and family, friends, and fans. And Titans is 100% for the older group of us that love Titans, and it's 100% authentic to its canon. Once you guys dive into the show, I gave you guys my personal recommendation in the past, my teaser reaction video I posted on the season finale. Guys listening to me, the reason it's my number one is because it touched me in all the places that a hardcore DC fan wants to be touched. I just wanted to end it on that note, and you guys are just gonna have to wait till later in the week when a couple of us go in deep, if you know what I mean.
And do work.
That being said, that is our top 3 picks each for TV, guys. Now, wait, yep, because Lynn had none. Let's see if any of us or most of us have our top 3 picks for Movie Matters. Guys, woo.
Whoop, whoop.
Who here has a top 3 pick for movies this year? Okay, 2 in this room at least. Lynn is so enthusiastic. I'm gonna toss it over to him first.
Can I pick Matt's nose?
You can pretend to, but you're on the opposite.
So I can wait. Oh, he's over here.
Yep.
I can pick my friend's nose. Finally. Yeah, get in on the action. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, it's still more PG than your mouth, mister. We're gonna have to wash that out with soap later.
Yeah, probably. You, Lynn.
29.
Is that the number?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
dear. Okay, Lynn.
All right, so
your top movies.
Am I first?
I'm throwing it your way, bro.
Do I start with the worst one first or the best one first?
If you liked all 3 of them fairly equally,
Yes.
do them in any order. Don't care.
Okay. So the first one, since it's probably going to be on multiple lists, I will hit it real quick, and that was Ready Player One.
Boom.
For obvious reasons, I read the book, and there were certain things that other people didn't care for, of differences between the book and the movie, but it is a movie adaptation of a book. So I enjoyed it for what it was. There we go. On to the next. Incredibles 2, because I got kids. And
Matthew, stop rubbing your beard.
It's when I shake my head, apparently. I need to stop shaking my head.
You got a massive beard, and don't get rid of it. I'm just letting you know. Lynn, you're number 3. Cut back to you.
Okay, well, I was going to say best part of The Incredibles 2 was Jack and the Cooking Unknowns.
I look forward to seeing that, dude.
That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. Okay,
And
then
going through the walls.
Yeah. And multiplying. And when he turns into Hulk, baby. Ooh. Okay, my number 3 was A Quiet Place. And that was just for the sheer atmosphere that was depicted in the movie that is what made it scary. It wasn't the monster or any of the violence or any of that made it scary. It was just the fact that it was a quiet place and it had to stay that way.
So that was Lynn. Nick, you had a list.
Yes, I have a list. Not a lisp, a list.
List.
Sometimes a lisp.
It started off with Black Panther.
Go on. That's a good movie.
I loved it. It was, to me, it felt different than all the other Marvel movies so far. Had a little bit more political intrigue behind it. It was. I loved it. It was there. It was good. It went there. It was good. Yeah.
It was there.
I'm gonna go with Ready Player One too. That was great. It was a nerdgasm of epic proportions, and it was a nostalgia overload. I don't know why Hollywood's doing this whole nostalgia to throwback on all their TV shows and movies and stuff, but keep it up. It's great. I love it.
80s is completely in right now.
The most amazing thing ever.
What?
Sorry.
I said the 80s were the most amazing thing ever.
I know, right?
And 80s are super in right now. Across
I'm
the
going to try to
board.
bring back my parachute pants. I'm just telling you.
Okay, I'll stick with the 90s, guys.
And number 3. It's actually gotten a lot of good reviews.
A few, right?
Huh? Yeah. It was a Netflix original movie. They went above and beyond on this. It was kind of an anthology put together thing, Western themed. I'm not usually into the Western thing, but they did really good on this. And the movie I am talking about is The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It was fantastic. Some parts of it were hilarious. Other parts of it were, to use a word from earlier, very campy. But overall, the story arc and how it all comes together, it was beautifully put together. And characters do things you don't expect them to just by looking at them. It kind of breaks the mold. And it was probably one of my favorite movies of the year. So it's on Netflix right now. Go watch it. It's really good.
That's awesome.
Next.
Oh my
Okay. I think we're at the honorable mention stage because me and Matthew don't have particular high-hitting... Or did you have a 3-pick, Matthew?
Yeah.
My bad. When Nick and Lynn were waving their hands, hey, we've got picks, you were just silently sitting there.
Well, I thought that was what we were supposed to do.
Matthew, you have a top 3. Let's throw it your way, sir.
Deadpool 2.
Oh, shit, that was this year?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
so bad right now.
Wearing the Deadpool sweatshirt and the Deadpool on the TV. Wait, that was this year?
Stop it. Tonight's a blur. Go on.
Number 2. I will go with No. I'll go with Fantastic Beasts, Crime of Grindelwald. If you haven't seen it yet, go do it. You need to. It is a must. And my number one would be Ready Player One.
Boom. There, he said
Honorable
it, guys.
mentions would be Black Panther and Infinity War.
In case I
And I
talk.
think, didn't Spider-Man Homecoming come out in 2018 too? Or was that 2017?
That was 17.
Okay, never mind.
Because Far From Home,
Okay.
Far From Home comes out 2 months after Avengers 4 next year. Anyway, so in case you guys didn't hear, that was his honorable mentions. Way to steal the thunder of the classroom, Matthew.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm just saying you you threw out Infinity War, so let's hold that card up for a second as I try to list 3 of my picks. So, number 1.
Wait, you're not going from 3 to 1? You're going from 1 to 3?
Well, these have
Way
no
to
particular
break the mold.
no
We
order.
were following. We were doing it in a pattern, and then now you gotta just
Lynn,
be different.
Lynn.
Just do it. Go quick. Come on, like a band-aid. What is it?
Okay, guys. Films for this year. Let me count the ways.
You're in a room.
I
You're
didn't.
not in a town.
I didn't see too many of them.
Look, you didn't bring a list, guys. This guy.
Lynn was prepared. We were not as prepared.
Hey-o.
I would
made a
say
list.
the only movie this year that deserves a pick on my list, simply because I've had a lack of picks for this list. I'm going to throw out Avengers Infinity War as being everyone's honorable mention because we all saw it and agreed it was amazing for this year.
I'm okay.
Not you?
I'm okay. My
Well,
friends died.
well,
No.
being the
I'm
only
okay.
person out of 7 billion people on this planet that already saw it.
Yeah, it's nice to not be a sheep.
Quick question
Says the guy
though.
that hasn't seen Star Wars yet.
Well, that's someone
Not being a sheep.
On a complete side note, Lynn, have you not seen Infinity War?
Yeah. Yes, I've seen the movie.
Okay. I was just making sure, because we know you haven't seen Episode 8, The Last Jedi. You remind us often. I was making sure that Avengers Infinity War wasn't one of them.
And I thought you
No,
were
I-
a Star Wars fan, by the way.
I am.
But
So,
here's the
Guys
thing.
are
Here's the
all giant sphincters.
5,000th F-bomb for the night. We kind of f***ed him over on that, Matthew.
30.
Is it only 30? So you guys didn't
32.
count. You didn't count
Oh.
my Mallrats rant or Kevin Smith,
32.
whatever.
yes.
Oh, we did. That's why we're at 31.
Yeah.
No, it's
that's
32.
perfect.
No, we
He
were
just dropped 32.
we were at 20 something before I went into that rant. You realize how many are in that one?
And then you...
We were at
33.
29 after it.
Mother
34.
noise. Smoking weeds, and then then we're done with the
43.
It's got to be more than that. I will be inputting all the bleeps, so it should be interesting. Anyway,
It's 46 right now.
I will, guys.
Well,
Like when
let
I
it
say
roll.
when I
Let's get
say
back on track.
when I say mother mother noise. I'm going to properly put in the bleeps in between every breath where I go. Anyway.
just trying to add to the tally and get more bleeps of the episode. Holy crap.
Okay. Guys.
Run.
Whoa, there's one for Lynn.
We're going to break the bleeper.
Hold on. This is skipped an R rating and gone to the NC-17.
Well, for that to qualify, we need to whip out some nudity. Guys, that's going to cover our movie picks for the year. My list was lacking. I apologize. Let's move on to the almost final category. For the group, our top video games of 2018. Let's roll that footage. Here we go. Hard cut, guys. We had a horrible technical difficulty here towards the end of that last segment. So you know what? It's really late right now as we're recording this, guys. So we are going to save, literally, we will come back to this, we promise. We are going to save our top picks for comic books, provided by Nick.
And that gets you guys out next week to figure out comic books.
And, gracious are you, sir. And our top 3 picks for video games of 2018. Well, we rambled and blabbed over our drunken shenanigans long enough with movies and TV picks. I know Lynn's like, what you talking about? I get it. I know. You're yeah, I know. Yeah.
Don't worry, Lynn. I had lists too.
Well, Lynn had
You did
lists.
have lists.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a page of lists.
It's a lot of lists. I've never seen you put together notes, Lynn. Props to you, sir. I am proud of you.
First time ever.
Did he just call you
Last
a hoe?
time.
I said I'm proud of you, though, and he said, "Hey-o, not ho." So now that we've cleared the air.
Shit, though.
Now that we've cleared the air, guys, I'd like to close out the show by doing a little ASMR for our listeners out there. Not grunts, Nick. Not grunts. That's not the kind of ASMR I want, okay? I like whispering, not chewing. Stop. I don't like skin flapping of your cheeks. Stop it. Anyway. Now that all our listeners have left long before the closing of this show, for anyone that did stick around, you are worthy of checking out part 2 of this episode. So for all you guys out there, I did not. We were so out of it. I didn't plug anything at the beginning. So I will plug the end of this show.
He's gonna plug it in every orifice
with one very important. We implore you guys to go to nerdentialsmedia.com.
.com.
There he is. There he is. No third harmony? Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, social medias across the board. Hit us, like us, comment us down below if you're on YouTube. Guys,
Please love us.
We're not begging. Nah, just Nick.
I'll put the hate mail. Just send it to me.
Please love us.
And if you guys do have hate mail, send it over to Lynn, because he's completely inviting you to do so. Guys, for me, Matthew, Nick, and Lynn, we have attempted to deliver your nerdy essentials this week. It's been more of just a good old time with the boys. Hope you've enjoyed. As always, nerds, through our chortling, laughter, choking, and hacking, we'll see you on the other side.
On the other side.
The other side.
Guys, We completely forgot
What?
to be more alert and awake for the second half of this recording.